Right. Hi, y'all. Back here, Erica from La Americas. I am going to continue on to part two. Um, when I was interrupted here, it's been about an hour. My heat is off. My furnace is not working. Right, the metaphors. I don't know if you can see my breath. It's very chilly. So I've got a few layers on. My dad. This again. I mentioned this is my dad's roof. So my landlord, my dad, my father, my daddy came to check on the furnace. So that was my knock on the door, and I paused the video. Went ahead and got some brunch for me and my daughter, and I'm back again. And then the dreams, after this was my idea to talk about the dreams. The dreams start to fade a little bit, after a few hours of getting up and doing the things. And so I would like to pull back into the threads here where I was. And I've got my egg here, my cosmic egg, which I just purchased from an estate sale, which I absolutely love. So this is someone's, and they put all their hopes and dreams in here, and I've cleansed it, and be soaking it with the full moon, cleansing it again on the new moon. So what I was thinking and remembering from my dream was this like sort of sense of elation after, I was speaking of this brawl that was occurring like right out front of in my dream, right out front of my hearth, out front of my roof. And then, we scaled back. Well, I took a step back, and I was able to be in like encouraged and encased in the love and protection of these masculines, these archangels, these spirits that were within my dream, holding me, protecting me, keeping me secure in my own hearth. And once all this kind of dissipated, this like sort of angsty energy of like the battle, and it was quite a terrifying battle, to be truthful. I was in this like sort of more celebratory, we wanted to like kind of get into this feast, and like even it was a very sensual feast, it was like not quite like eating food off of someone other's body, but it was that very like Bacchus energy of like, feeding grapes to each other and kind of lounging the chaise lounge and just kind of like, maybe there was nudity, maybe there was sensuality or sexuality, but it was that enticing energy of like kind of opening back up, the for sensuality and the sexuality. There's this unfolding, this unfurling, this opening that begins to occur, and it sort of has to occur between thyself and another, or just your own personal self. And so, after this battle, I was just so elated of getting this kind of getting swept up in this energy of protection that I did begin to open, and like my feminine was able to be received by these masculines, and like they were just joking with me, it was just very playful. And that's something I do sort of tend to have a bit of trial and tribulations in, being that more playful self. And it was like having these best friends over for wine, and like there was no orgy, there was no crazy, raucous like burst of this Bacchus energy, but it was very open, and I was able to be free and fun and playful and joyful and exuberant in the energy of these spirit beings that were walking with me, these archangels, these energies that were with me in my house. And it was so fun for me, and I just giggled and giggled and giggled with them. And I can't recall exactly what was occurring, but it just became musical, the ping and the pong back and forth of their rapport and mine. And it was just so fun to be able to be wrapped in that, encased in that, protective energy, to then be able to be playful again. So that's kind of where I left off with that. And again, maybe more will pull out from my brain, that kind of Harry Potter, the wand. But I can't quite recall where that ended. And then what I do remember is being in a much more open room in my house and going through these energies with my lineage and my grandfather, who I call Papa, and then on my other side, my grandfather, who passed this summer. One moment, everyone. Mom first here. Okay, Era, I can do that in just a moment. Mommy's going to finish talking and I can get the lemonade, okay? Oh, okay, Era. My love, I'll be with you in a moment. Right. Let me regain my thought here. And so as I'm recalling my grandfathers, my one is here. I visit him weekly, and my nonna for supper. It's a family thing. Every Saturday we get together. My other grandfather, my paternal grandfather, passed this summer. He and his wife, my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, both passed. They both left me this summer. It was it's very hard. And grief. I'm not familiar with grief. This is the first time I've lost someone close to me. I say lost, just that there's so much legacy there that has yet to be unearthed by me in my soul's journey. And so in my dream, I was reading this poem that I had been working and crafting into a song, or maybe it had already been crafted into a song, but it was my grandfather, my papa, my maternal grandfather's handwriting, and he had handwritten this song for me. And then there was a few lines that my paternal grandfather had written into this song for me as well. And I took both of these legacies and I started to begin crafting this song. And I wish I could exactly remember, but it was so beautiful, so moving to me in the dream that I just felt so elated to be able to carry on their voice, their written word, but their voice in this, and what it was a song about me, by them, for me to sing to the world, and this is my dream to really unfurl into my musicianship, to my into my own vocal abilities and my own craft, my own legacy through music and the reverberation of the sound that I wield with my voice. And, through speech, as I said in the first one, very much Mercury sign, but also through the healing powers of sound, of just the sounds that a voice can hold and carry, and the song that I do hold in my heart. And so as I'm reading through these lyrics and I'm like kind of rehearsing this song, and it's compounding all of their legacy into mine, and it's just reverberating this energy of like love and safety, like this safety net that they have written this song for me to sing. And I can't quite tell, was this my debut? Was I very fine along in my musicianship? Was I to be performing this song for an audience, or was this just my personal crafting of beginning, that debut? However, I do know it was meaningful and beyond belief, and that it was bringing me to tears in my dream of feeling them in their care and their penmanship and their care and their choice of words. And it just felt so nurturing. It's especially something this year I've been so into the maternal, and to be able to connect with my paternal and my maternal grandfather, but my paternal grandfather as well. I love them so much. And yeah, I don't quite know where that dream was going, but obviously it speaks for itself. I can't remember what was happening around me exactly. I know I was in this very beautiful room with this piano, and it was clearly my music space because it was set up just so, and this cool light was drifting in the windows. I was warm, but it was just very kind of like wintry coolness, the turning inwards. So yeah, so these were my dreams for today, and this is November. We'll see as we go into the winter season. I thank you for listening. This is again La Americas, Erica from La Americas, and thank you. This was beautiful. I hope to return to you all. Blessings. Be loved. Bye bye.